So for the case study assignment, here's what I want you to do. First of all, the assignment has 50 points assigned to it. So it comprises of 50 points, and this is human behavior and the social environment for the master's degree online class. So the assignment is due on April 11 at 11:59 p.m. as usual. And so basically what I need you to do is to write a case study on a child, young child, adult, middle adult, older adult. It could also be, you could also choose to write, using a formal organization as your case study. Now, so I want you to identify 4 theories. We've discussed several theories. There's systems perspective, ecological systems perspective, humanistic perspectives, a lot of theories that we've discussed in the course of this class that would apply in this kind of assignment. You could also, for some of you who are conversant or who have been exposed to the practice theories such as cognitive behavioral therapy, solution-focused brief psychotherapy, the social learning theory, conflict perspective, other theories, any theory. If you are looking at an organization as your case study, you could also consider the practice models, community intervention models, such as the social action model and the empowerment model. All those models, you could also, look at them. But the important thing is that you have a case study. There is a case that you described very, very well. So, for example, if you are studying a young adult, that would be people within the age of 25 and things like that. So you would identify that, you make sure that you denote, you notate what age bracket you're looking at and the characteristics of that individual as far as the demographics are concerned. You're looking at the demographics, and you are also giving us information about the specifics of the case. What is the problem of focus? What is that stuff that needs to be analyzed looking at this paper? So in order to make this assignment as clear as possible and to reduce confusions, or to make everybody to do the assignment with the least amount of difficulty, I have created a rubric that I made available to you now, and this kind of simplifies what's there on the syllabus with regards to this assignment. So on the itemized area, I am looking at the theories. Are you able to identify 4 theories? 4 theories. So just by identifying them and discussing those theories is worth 5 points. So theories are identified, but know that before now, in structuring your paper, what I need you to do, and what is reasonable to do, is to present the case that you are going to be discussing, preferably in 1 page. Unless if you have a lot of information on this particular individual, if you're excited about the case and need us to know something more about it, then you're welcome to put that information in there. But simple, better. Succinct, better. So 4 theories identified and discussed, succinctly. So an example would be, okay, I am using the social learning theory. The assumptions of social learning theory is that behavior is learned by observation and imitation and role playing and all that. The second theory I'll be using is this. The third theory I'll be using is this, and the assumption is this and that and that. This is what the theory is about, blah blah blah, and things like that. And then, after identifying those theories, the next level, the next point, and I'm posting this on Blackboard as well, is that you are able to apply those theories to the case that you have described earlier on. So it would be to apply the social learning theory to extrapolate what the theory assumes and the propositions of the theory, you are able to apply it to the client situation that you have already described, paying attention to the demographics such as ethnicity, national origin, social class, religion. And if you're doing yours on an organization, if you're using an organization as a case study, and I've said it's okay to do that, if you're using an organization as a case study, you could also focus on one problem or one issue that organization addresses. Now, in addressing the demographics, looking at an organizational standpoint, that might sound a little, funny, but you could approach it from looking at what specific clients or what specific population does this organization serve, and how many, where is it located, things like that. So things that keep it basic. Now, from there, you move on to the examples. Are you giving example how the client demonstrates each theory and concept? So it is not just enough to mention how the theory applies to this client. You give an example. For example, on this specific date, the client did this, that, because of this, that. And this is in agreement with the assumptions of the blah, blah, blah theory, or this particular theory. So things like that. And also, another important point, and this one is also worth 10 points, is I would be looking at whether or not you are able to illustrate the impact of the social system, on the particular client with regards to health and well-being. How does the social system play a role in impacting the client that you have chosen to present as your case, or the organization that you have chosen to present your case? We have had extensive discussions on the discussion group about the impact of the system, looking at the system as a larger unit, looking at the impact of the system on individuals as well as on organizations. We talked about, even when we discussed about communities, the two kinds of communities that were also present in your midterm examination. You got exposed to how the social system can also impact individuals as well as organizations. So giving concrete examples on that would make your paper very nice and good to read as well. So that's what 10 points. And also another area that I am looking at as contained in your rubric here is whether or not you are adhering to the minimum of 5 pages and a maximum of 12 pages. Minimum of 5 pages, maximum 12 pages. Please do not give me something that is beyond 12 pages. And your case study, 1 page is okay. For the case, for the description of the case, you could just put it in the first page or something of that nature. But you will also have a cover page as the American Psychological Association, APA, requires. Make sure it's double line spaced, and that I am giving it also 10 points. And then the last area that I need you to address is using not more than 1 online resource, but using more of research, peer-reviewed articles or journals for your paper. So overall, it's worth 50 points, and I look forward to reading them. Most of you have given me their drafts, and I have reviewed them, and they look promising, and they are all good works. So, and also, if you sent me an email and have gotten a specific direction as to where your assignment is going, keep doing that and keep in touch. But you know that you have an option to submit your drafts to me for review before the finals, the deadline of the paper. That's always a good step so that you would know where you're heading from there. Okay, So that's it for that assignment. And for this week, as you would notice on the syllabus, there is nothing assigned for this week. So this is a week that you would get to ask me questions based on the class content, the course materials, from whatever topic, wherever. So you get to ask me questions this week, and also I am doing this to make sure that you have enough time in your hands to focus on this paper and give me a nice piece that would make my heart to be happy and that would show that you are actually gaining sound knowledge from this class and the way it's structured. It's always interesting to see the level of participation and the feedback that you provide to each other. And finally, you can go back to Blackboard and look at how we've had discussions on some of these items, and kind of like refresh yourselves or refresh your minds on the specifics, as well as how to approach some of these issues. Okay, all right. If you have any question, feel free to email me or call me. Thank you. Bye.